Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. You know, I've said that we are what we have been created to be. But we don't just have to rest in that if we can imagine that we can be different and think of some reasons that admirable that would embrace our desires to want to be different. Men, we have failed our children. Our children have had dreams just as we did. And because of the way we carried ourselves throughout our lives, our kids, many of them, have not been able to experience their dreams. We might fall back on an excuse that our parents failed us and their parents. I guess one of the reasons why I spend so much time talking to you as I do today is because I was raised not by my mother, which was very young, or who was very young, and not by her parents, but by her parents' parents. I was raised by my great-grandparents. My great-grandparents whose parents and grandparents were connected to slavery. They knew what was going on. And so when it finally got to me, it was giving me a lesson that maybe my co-friends, or should I just say friends, co-classmates, whatever, church members, whose parents weren't giving them because they were young. And so I sit here today telling we, the American people, we've failed our children. We have given them. And do you know right before us what the system has put before black men and women? The idea of making money is still in music, where you got the girls pulling off all of their clothes, twerking, as if they're just selling sex and the money and the fake jewelry. And everybody wants to look like this because it does look glamorous, I suppose. It does do things for you or to you. And the money is being flashed all over the thing. And our kids coming out of high school got dreams and aspirations, but are cut down because they don't have access. Or if they can get access, that means they got to go into debt, extreme debt that they won't even be able to pay with the career that they will have. I say to us, ladies and gentlemen, we're on a fast track to damnation. A fast track to damnation where everybody is telling lies and just nobody's lifting up how to bring this together. And when I have said to you over and over again, we're talking about Trump, who epitomizes exactly what was happening in the beginning and what is happening throughout time. It is just that during our time, we got a chance to see it at work. We are seeing evil at work. The evil of the beginning. The evil that have destroyed all these dynasties before us. We are getting a chance to experience just how it took place in our country. We are seeing the people who are jumping on the bandwagon of evil. We have seen the people who are so disgusted and so blinded about life that they'll just do anything to think that they can get ahead. Right before our very eyes. And the Democrats really can't say, don't go that way. We Democrats are not that bad, and I know you are not that bad. So hold on to at least to what the Democrats offer. Isn't that weak? Isn't that weak? All of this ugly stuff that we're looking at was also connected to whatever the Democrats are offering. And the Democrats are saying, hold on to us. That is a very weak message. So I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, it is this kind of weak message that created all of this kind of stuff. And this weak message cannot save you. Sure, you think it's better than that. Well, this weak message was going to lead to that ultimately. It's just that this is the fast track, what they're giving us. So this is the moment in time that you recognize that what is going on is between God and Satan. Let me say it again. What is going on now in America is the same thing that's going on all over the world. It's between God and Satan. What does that mean? It means it's between right and wrong. It's between good and evil. It's about choice. The choice that one would make that would lead to life for everybody. It ain't no half stepping, no one taking a step that lead to life for an individual. Sure, the same life that leads to life for the individual is the same life that spreads itself all across humanity. I know you don't understand that, but it is. That's what love is. Love is not just here. Love might be recognized here, but once it's recognized here, then love spreads. For instance, I want to be free. That means I want all humankind to be free. I want to be prosperous. That means I want all humankind to be prosperous. I want to make sure that I have access, my needs, my wants, and my desires met. That means I want all of that for the same people, for everybody else. I want to be happy and joyous and pleasured. And I want that for everybody else. And I expect that to be possible because the resources for that to happen are given to us by the same power that we can't see, but is responsible for all of the ingredients that are here, including us. And because it takes each of us to be involved to create that, and each of us want that, we just didn't know that that's how it worked because we were told that you had to have money. We were told that another way was better. The way that is taking us straight to hell have been marketed since the beginning of time as the way. You see it for what it is. The choice is before you today. What are you going to do about it? Look, it's not good enough for you to talk about Trump. We know what Trump is about. We know what evil is about. What we don't know is what the rest is about. And why? Because nobody's talking about it. I want everybody across this nation, I want everybody on YouTube and Facebook to start talking about a brand new society, a society where our problems have been resolved, a society where we are happy because we have found our niche and it is happening. I want that to be the topic of the day. I want it to be that in the morning. I want it to be that in the midday. I want it to be that in the night, in the middle of the night, in the early morning. Now, you're talking about the new life that we are about to live, and stop talking about that hell that Trump and those people are trying to take us to. I'm tired of hearing it, and you are tired of hearing it. And I'm talking to those of you who are sitting up talking about Trump rally that didn't go that good. Okay, you're not leaving it alone. Every source is talking about that rally. This thing has grown, not just that little small group that was there on a few cameras. Now everybody's talking about it over and over. Even though you're trying to say you're trying to expose Trump, you're giving Trump that attention. You're giving evil that attention. But when it comes down to what is proper, what I just got through talking to you about, how much attention are you giving that? Why aren't you giving that any attention? Because your mind is still fixed on money. And you know up until now, there is no money in that. No money is in this. So you're not talking about it. You're not promoting. You don't even hear about it. You're not telling anybody about it. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take the lead. And I want everybody in this country to start talking about peace and prosperity and freedom. I want them to start talking about not having to worry about food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation. And I want you to start telling people there's a way for us to not have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. There's a solution to it. And I don't want y'all to start talking about it. Start talking about it. Let the folks know that we don't have to live in hell. Let them know. Start talking about it. Is that asking too much?